It's now time to answer some of your business questions. So let's get Michael and Erica back in here to help us out. The first one is about sharing your story with customers.
My question has to do with marketing, and when my clients are sharing about themselves and their story, what's that right balance of how much do they share with their community?
I'm going to start with you, Michael, because this is what you do. You help people tell their story.
Sure. So I don't want to know if you're too busy or if you're frustrated or your political beliefs, none of that. But here's the thing that's interesting. The two most popular posts on Facebook that I've ever made, one was when I shaved my head, and two was when my grandmother turned 102 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, which is amazing.
I'm about to share that.
Yeah, she's still 102 years old. People are interested in you as long as it's not too much information. They want the personal, as long as it's not too much, but just they don't want any complaining. They don't want to know that anything is hard.
Right.
It's so important.
And I think as you're building a business, I mean, Erica, I know you as the founder of YFS magazine, but you just shared with us that you also have an automotive company. And knowing something personal like that about you and your story of how you started these companies and why you started YFS, that really connects me to your businesses more.
Exactly, that resonates. And I think the most important thing too is also sharing, keeping in mind it's all about your audience, right? What's in it for me? And value creation. Anytime you're sharing something in the social space, if you're showing it, through your online brand, always think about what's in it for me, WIIFM, and then also say, okay, how am I creating value by sharing this piece with my customers?
Yeah, and how do you make it real? And how do you make it, I mean, everyone says authentic right now, so I'll just say, how do you make it authentic? Right. Even though, yeah, it's annoying sort of now. And also, how do you make it so you're not just talking about yourself the whole time?
Mm-hmm. But what she said is so important. How is it relevant? So I love boating, and I share my boating lifestyle. But if I share too much, it becomes completely irrelevant for the people that I serve. What we want to ask ourselves is, what is the story we're trying to tell?
Right.
And how do parts of our life tell that story? And there are some parts that don't. So that's the question. We're always playing a role. And the question is, what role are we playing in front of our customers? What do we want them to know about us? And that's what we share.
And put yourself in their shoes, right? Sure. How will this be received by them? Okay, let's move on to the next question about getting your name out there.
I have a small business that help the community as it relates to health insurance. And what's the best way to go out and get customers? Would it be a church? Would it be an event? Or maybe you have a different suggestion?
Something is going on in the universe right now, because I have been asked a version of this question a lot just within the past month. I have a great product. It's tested. I know it's good. I know there's a market. How do I get people to know about it?
Exactly. Well, the first thing I would want her to do specifically is make sure that she needs to have an acquisition model in place. Because as we know, I think it's on average, it takes like 6 to 7 more times to actually acquire a customer versus looking at the ones you have, mining that data, being purposeful about it, and looking at ways that you can retain and possibly use referrals, because you've already got those customers that are locked in. So continue to market to them in a smart way to build revenue, and then when you have enough, you can then build out and branch out to more customer acquisition.
So here's the problem. She said, how do I sell to my community? Community is not a target market. Exactly. Community is just a whole big group of people. So who is she serving? So she needs a target market for 3 reasons. Number 1, so she knows where to go do her marketing.
Yep.
Number 2, so that they know she is dedicated to them, not everybody.
Exactly.
And number 3, so they can spread her messages for her. They already have established networks of communication. And then she can show, she can do networking, direct outreach, referral strategies, speaking strategies, writing strategies, web strategies, in the places that those people hang out.
Right. So find the person, find your target person first, then go find where they are.
Exactly.
Is it at church? Is it at the other place?
Right.
And she can mine that data that she already has to find out where her current customers came from. That way she knows where her ideal customers are actually playing, right?
Otherwise, you're just putting your business card up on the bulletin board of the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
Right.
And I never hire, no one's going to hire somebody to buy health insurance because their card's up at the dry cleaner.
I have hired a guitar teacher from there.
Yes, exactly right.
Okay, finally, here's a question about motivating small business owners who are scared or feeling overwhelmed, which frankly is a lot of them, right?
What do you advise people to do when they're paralyzed and not able to take effective action?
All right, what do you think?
Well, I think especially when it comes to paralysis analysis, usually it's a lack of systems and processes.
Yep.
So I would definitely tell her to start to invest in productivity tools. There's great tools out there online in the market, Asana, 17 Hats, a lot of good tools to help you actually wrap your head around all of the different things that you have to do in your business. Most times when entrepreneurs are stuck, it's just because they really don't know where they need to go next, how to prioritize.
Yep.
So I think that's important.
I am so with you. The money's in the systems. It's always in the systems. It's how we do business is where the money is. The other question I ask is, which is stronger, your fear or your desire? Mm-hmm. Because until your desire is bigger, stronger,
Exactly.
is more real to you than your fear, you're going to be stuck in that fear place of overwhelm. Because we screw up all the time. I don't know, but you maybe don't. You probably don't.
I do.
Yeah,
No, I was kidding.
but I know I do. And so the question is, are you scared of screwing up, or are you excited about what you can do?
Right.
Until that desire is stronger than the fear,
There you go.
it's a tough place to be in.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. This was a really fun conversation.
Good.
Great to see you both. And if any of you out there have a question for our experts, you know we answer them every single week here on the show. So here's your chance to get some great advice. Just send us an email. The address is yourbusiness@msnbc.com.